I don't know how we are getting lucky getting all of these nice days here in Pennsylvania, but I will take it for March. We are going to go on a little bit of a nature walk. I don't know what it's going to look like out here. There's still snow on the ground. It's a little bit muddy. I'm completely prepared to get into whatever I get into. I'm just out here for an adventure today, and I'm gonna take you along with me. I've grown up in this area and lived here most of my life, and I feel like I've never really explored the hiking trails, but I think that's because before, when I lived here, I was a totally different person. So now coming back, I have a fresh perspective on life here. Doesn't mean I want to stay here, but it does mean I can find things that make me happy in the meantime. I have been up this path one other time. That was last spring. I got about halfway up here and it was shut down. What someone was telling me is last year a bridge was being repaired, so I'm thinking I'll be able to get through this time. At least I'm excited to, because I'm not exactly sure where this takes us. I think we found the bridge that everybody was talking about. I actually knew of a different bridge. There's like a drawbridge around here somewhere. I was thinking that's the one we were coming to, but I guess not. It's a little tricky with all of the snowpack down here, but it's a bit of a challenge. Honestly, we're not up too high, so even if I fall off, I'll be good. This part here is pretty slippery. It doesn't look like it's too steep, but honestly, with all of that ice buildup, it's a little tricky. This is usually a bike trail, and I wanted to ride this entire thing on my bike, but I think I'm gonna have to wait. It looks like they don't do any winter maintenance, which, hey, I get it. Up here in Pennsylvania, if you don't have to be outside, you shouldn't be. This could have happened anytime this summer, but honestly, I'm willing to bet it happened the other night because we got so much wind. We might not be able to continue this way, but we can still go down that side of the trail. It's a bit shorter, not as adventurous, but it's still getting me out of the house and doing something. The one thing I am learning on my explorations is that it's really nice to be independent and on your own. Not meaning you don't have anybody in your life, just meaning that you can always rely on yourself. For me, I could basically never rely on myself. If I told myself I was doing something, I could guarantee I wasn't going to. I've never had a lot of discipline growing up, so that's probably where it does come from. But now that I'm an adult, I'm trying to correct all of those things. So I find that when I set a date and a time and I say I am doing this, even if I'm doing it scared, I'm still doing it. Holy cow, what do we have, a tornado here? More trees down. That's crazy. More trees. This trail I plan on hitting more in the springtime when it's a bit warmer. I want to wait for all of the snow to melt. A few friends of mine call that thing the Hill of Death, and I definitely don't need any additional obstacles. I'm moving in June and I probably won't come back here too often other than just to visit people, and it'll be quick in and out. I'm trying to explore as much as possible before I leave. That way I can say I got them in the books and I don't have to come back and check anything off my list. I will say this would be a beautiful walk in the fall though. Could you imagine all of that foliage? I am so excited for the warm weather to come out that I'm forgetting we still have snow on the ground. Because that side of the trail was closed down, this walk didn't end up being as long as I wanted it to be. I've only been out here for like, I don't know, half an hour. So I think I'm gonna walk down the other side and just show you guys some scenic views. If you often wonder what the hell am I doing around here, this channel is literally just me exploring and then talking about the random things that pop up in my head. I'm 29 years old and I'm really just discovering life, and I find that so beautiful because for the first time, I'm old enough, I have a strong enough head, and I can do the things that I've always wanted to do. I feel really productive today. This year, my main goal is to just learn myself, push my boundaries, and really explore, because there is so much out here in this world that I know nothing about, even living here. At 29, I feel like on one hand, I wasted most of my life, but then on the other hand, it's like I have so much more time to explore. The inner spark inside of me is finally just shining again, and I'm so happy to just be feeling like myself again. I want you guys to know that if you've lost your spark, or you lost your hope, or you feel like you don't know who you are, you can find out who you are any time of the week, any day. You just have to start. The only thing that you have to do is just get up and try something new, something that you've always wanted to do, you know, not something daunting that you're like, probably not for me. No, something that was in the back of your mind that you've always done, and start small if you have to. For me, starting out doing things independently was simply just going to Walmart by myself, and then eventually it evolved into me doing more and more, and here I am continuing to challenge myself, because I know that when I am challenged, I am growing. I had a conversation with somebody the other day and I said, I feel like I need to challenge myself more, because when I'm comfortable, I don't grow, and I was feeling so comfortable, and now I'm doing things that are just a little bit uncomfortable, and uncomfort doesn't mean it's negative or bad. It just means you haven't done it or experienced it yet. Sometimes we hold ourselves back from experiencing the best things because we're so worried about the what ifs. So in 2025, please join me, hit subscribe, because we are going to be exploring every inch of our life, both outside and inside.